Welcome back, Admirals, to my channel where I talk about all things to do with the tabletop game Battlefleet Gothic, which is set in the Warhammer 40,000 universe. So you've had a look at my previous videos and know a little bit about what Battlefleet Gothic is. You've managed to download the rules and even found yourselves some little ships. So where do you start? How do you prepare to play the game? So in this video I'm going to tell you about what you need to start as a prep, what scenarios you have a look at, and what kind of things you need to start the game to be able to play it. So this looks like you need a lot to be able to play the tabletop game BFG, but in actuality you don't need all of this. What you really just need are the rules, which are these official books that were made as part of this box, or you can download, like my previous video, download the free PDFs that were released. You need some measuring implements. These measuring sticks were part of the original box, but a tape measure is all you realistically need. Everything in this game is measured to centimeters. You need some dice, and the game is D6 dice, so any D6 dice will do. And you need your ships, basically. So 2 cruisers for Chaos and 2 cruisers for Imperials came in the original box, and that's all you actually realistically needed to play one of the scenarios that was in this original book. You also need, obviously, a flat table surface, and the game is played on a 6x4 board. Any flat surface will do. You don't need to have one of these mats, these space mats like this. You can easily play on just any flat surface. What also is kind of important but not essential were these order dice. So you can issue orders to your ships during the game, and these help track what orders you've got, and you've got several different types. These came in the box, these green ones, they're the originals, but new Titanicus dice from the Adeptus Titanicus Warhammer game have very, very similar orders, so can be used as substitute, but they are also printable and can be put as cardboard cutouts next to your ships, and that's all available free online. There was also, you want to include terrain potentially as part of your games. In the actual original box, it came with these little cardboard cutouts of asteroids and moons and even a big blue planet that we may recognize. But the community, being the community, has also created various different 3D terrain pieces. This is one of the original Forge World pieces that you could get, but you don't necessarily have to have these to play the game. I started out and still use some polystyrene balls that I created to create planets, and also some, again, polystyrene to create asteroids. So you can kind of go on to it, but you don't have to do that as part of the game at all. The other critical sort of aspect to the game that is important is this little token. This allows you to work out what direction you're firing, your firing arcs. Again, this is printable online. And then the other ones is out of the 4 phases that the game plays, one of them is called the Ordinance phase. So you need tokens for your ordnance, so your fighters and your bombers, and your torpedoes. Again, these came in that box, but again, these are free as downloadable PDFs, print out, and you put them onto cardboard, and that's perfectly acceptable. And then the other last thing that came in the box, realistically, were these what's called blast markers. So when you're shooting at your enemy, if you score a hit on shields, you put what's called blast markers down, which is you simulating that you're just stripping their shields off. You're damaging the ships and stripping the shields. So you need to place those next to your ships. You can get these cardboard. They came in the box as well. Again, printable and put on cardboard. Or the community has also created these nice little 3D brass markers and 3D tokens for torpedoes and things like that. And that's realistically it to actually play the game. So the rules, some measuring, some dice, some minis, and a flat surface. And then you can print out all these tokens and even print out versions of the dice to play the game. And that's realistically all you kind of need to play. I hope you enjoyed that, Admirals. I hope that explained to you what you kind of need to be able to play the tabletop version of Battlefleet Gothic. It's a low model count game and a low accessory game as well. So most of the items that I talked about today is free, so you can download the rules, the tokens, the order dice, and all the sort of blast markers and asteroid fields that came in the box for free, and other celestial phenomena as well, like gas clouds and planets. They are all 2D printable versions that you can put on card for the game. And obviously you need some measuring tape and dice, and someone to play with, hopefully, as well. So thank you very much, Admirals. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope that goes way to explaining what you actually need to start the game. If you want to check me out on Instagram, that'd be great, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks.